SUPK.
Give it off to the hand, man, you know what I mean? Coming up here, putting in the work of the Lord, man, as he should, you understand? And understand this is the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge under Command and John Johanna. Started out of 1 West, 125th Street, Harlem, New York. The ISUPK is not affiliated with any other group, you understand? And knowing this, black man, that in these days, man, in 2021, we have become soft in this place, man. We have become so soft and so sensitive in this place. We have forgotten ourselves, man. We need to remember the people that we come from. And when your own brothers are speaking against the crimes of the oppressor and the crimes that have been done unto our forefathers and to our people today, our own brothers will be too weak to even acknowledge it, man. Right. We have become so weak that even our own brethren would want to side and make excuses for the crimes that were done to their people, man. Right. And that weak, soft black man was made in slavery, man. Right. Do you understand that these so-called our oppressors, the so-called Caucasians, the Arabs, the East Indians, and the Chinese, the Japanese, the Africans, all these nations have beset against us, man. Right. They have made a confederation against us. Right. And do you understand that it is the result of our oppression and suffering why our brothers are so weak today, man? Why we have become so soft today to not even acknowledge the crimes. But meanwhile, you go hear from another nation of people. Whenever something comes upon them, they will stand for their people, man. Right. Whenever they go through something, they will stand for their people and their own, man. But no, we have become soft, man. We have become so soft that we want to fraternize and speak nice words to the oppressor and make him feel good whilst he oppresses us and benefits off of our forefathers and foremothers' suffering, man. Right. That is weakness, man. And any black, Hispanic, or Native American that refuses to acknowledge the crimes done unto his people and that refuses to seek retribution, you are weak, black man. You are weak. Understand that. The only way you can truly find strength is up in the ISUPK, man. Under Command and John Johanna, man. You understand? We up in here, we recognize who we are. We have the history, the archaeology, the prophecies, the scriptures, man. And the Lord has revealed us who we are and how we should be in this earth today. But we have become a defiled nation, man, following the other nations round about us, who despise and oppress us, man. We should take back our integrity and stop trying to be friends with everyone here, man. Right. You know why? Because we suffer oppression. And there's a reason why, black man. There's a reason why we are able to be, put down at the bottom. And there's a big misconception put out there about hell, heaven and hell. In the Christian church, they'll tell you that heaven, you understand, they'll tell you that heaven is a place where you sit on the clouds and you bounce around with a halo on your head. That's a fairy tale BS, man. Right. They'll tell you that hell is a place where it's just fire and lava all about. And that's not in the Bible, man. You understand? Get me Deuteronomy 32 and verse 22, understand? Get me that. Let's understand why the blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans today have endured so much and have found no retribution, have found no justice in this place. But meanwhile, everybody else wants to make up noise about, they're friggin' talking about no justice, no peace for the environment, for friggin', what they say, other one? Listen, what they say? They was talking about getting no justice, no peace for friggin' climate change, man. But meanwhile, blacks, Hispanics and Native Americans die by the hands of law enforcement, man. Meanwhile, the very governments and nations over us are infested our communities with drugs and made us the way we are, man. The oppression that we have suffered, the mental the destruction, man, that we have endured in this place. That's why we hate each other today. You understand? That we should seek, we need justice, man. Not no damn talking about friggin' climate change, man. My brothers and sisters' lives are on the line, literally dying, and unlawfully at that. And yet in a while, the only justice they seek is for their pet dog, man, or their cat. They care about their cats and dogs more than you, black man. That's what you need to understand. Stop living in the damn fairy tale lie, man. You are in hell, black man. The oppression that you have suffered and endured for years is hell. You are not, listen, you ain't gonna die and go into some place where there's lava and fire. That is not hell, man. That's a fairy tale. That's a lie. When you need to man up and understand that, listen, hell is a condition on this earth, man. Read that, Bob Kishar.
Deuteronomy 32:22. For a fire is kindled in mine anger, and shall burn unto the lowest hell.
Unto the lowest what?
Hell. And shall consume the earth with her increase.
So it shall consume the earth with her increase, man. Read on.
And set on fire the foundations of the mountain.
Of the what?
Of the mountain.
Where are mountains, man? Are mountains in a mythological land? No. Mountains are on the earth, man. Hell is a condition that blacks, Hispanics and Native Americans are in, man. Where we suffer under the African, where we suffer under the white man, where we suffer under the Arabs, East Indians, and all manner of nations on the earth. And historical fact and present day fact will prove that. You understand? That's the hell that the Israelites, the true biblical Israelites of the Bible, which are the blacks, Hispanics and Native Americans, that's the hell that they're in, man. They have only known hell since we was enslaved by the Africans and brought to the Western Hemisphere. We have only known hell when in 1492 when Christopher Columbus came over to the Americas, man. Blacks and Hispanics have only known hell, man. Not no fairy tale that we read about in Christianity. That's a foolish lie that has made us soft and weak and stupid, man. But we this day will stand and stand for truth. Us in the UPK, on the Command General Hannah, we will stand for truth, man. Read on.
I will heap mischiefs upon them. I will spend mine arrows upon them. They shall be burnt with hunger and devoured with burning heat.
We are the ones suffering with hunger, man. Us blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, those blacks in the transatlantic slave trade, those natives of North Central South America, we're the ones suffering with hunger, man. We're the ones at the bottom of society, but meanwhile, it was our suffering that built up the wealth of all these lands, man, that built up the UK. But that's why, you understand, we are in hell. We are not living, we're not going to die and go to no mythological place. Give me Exodus 3 and verse 16, Bob Bashar. We ain't going to go to no fairy tale place when we die, man. The oppressor told you that, so that you can work and get ready to die to serve his false god, man. But meanwhile, he's living in his heaven, man. He's living in his heaven. He rules over his heaven, man. These nations are in their heaven, but soon they will find hell. You understand? Soon when our King Yahushua Mashiach, or Jesus Christ as you know him, soon we will find our heaven and they will find hell, man. Read on, read that.
Exodus 3 verse 16. Go and gather the elders of Israel together and say unto them, the Lord God of your fathers, the God of Abraham, of Isaac, and of Jacob, appeared unto me, saying, I have surely visited you and seen that which is done to you in Egypt. And I have said, I will bring you up out of the affliction of Egypt, unto the land of the Canaanites, and the Hittites, and the Amorites, and the Perizzites, and the Hivites, and the Jebusites.
The Most High will bring us out of this hell, black man. The Most High will see us through, and He will deliver us from these nations, man. Not the false lie of Christianity that have only defiled our people and made us weak and allowed us to allow people to walk all over us. Nah, man. The Most High will surely send true salvation, and we will surely find it, man. Any more on that? No sweat. Alright, give me some rock here. Let me Matthew 10 and 28. I meant to get that precept later, but no sweat. Matthew 10 and 28. Because understand this, black man. We are in hell, and we have been suffering from this hell ever since, man. You understand? When a black man has to be sheltered in freaking council estates, a descendant of those who built this land for free has to freaking get beg to get pennies off of JSA. When a black man whose foreparents built this land has to strive and fight with what they call them again? With what they call them under again? Take the equipment and take your luggage and they keep your things. With no man, the housing thing, man. They come to, that's it. When a black man has to fight with a bailiff, man, because he can't live up to the rent of the extortionate rent in the UK, man. But meanwhile, his foreparents built this land for free, man. His parents built this land for free. Any black, Hispanic, or Native American should not have to pay a damn thing. You understand? We should live here for free because why our forefathers built this land, man. You understand? Our suffering is what causes the UK to be so great. Our suffering is why you have so much landmarks like in central London, man. It's why you have the wealth to have and do anything and to make wars and with nations and give aid to people like the Afghanistans, man. Our suffering caused this. But where is our reward, man? Where is our retribution? Where is our payback, man? I'll tell you something, man. Listen, we will suffer in this hell. But listen, know this, that their hell is yet to come, man. Read that.
Matthew 10, verse 28. And fear not them which kill the body, but are not able to kill the soul, but rather fear him which is able to destroy both soul and body in hell. Are not two sparrows?
So understand this, man. We shouldn't fear any man that can come against us. We should not fear any carnal weapon, man. But we should fear the Most High power who can kill us both in hell, man. In this hell that we live in on the earth, that's the hell that we're suffering, man. And the Most High is the one who allowed us to be in this hell. You understand that? The reason why we're in this hell is because we want to follow the heathen, man. We want to follow these other nations and forsake what the Lord gave us. But we should remember that, understand that, listen, man. Read that again, that last bit again.
And fear not them which kill the body, but are not able to kill the soul, but rather fear him which is able to destroy both soul and body in hell.
Who can destroy soul and body, man? Meaning what? Hell is where your body dwells, man.
That's right.
Hell is where you are standing and living and breathing.
Right.
Otherwise, if it wasn't, why would he say this, man? Hell is on the earth. Right. Hell is not some mystical place where you're gonna just sit in fire for hundreds of years. That's not hell, man. Hell is black on black crime, man. Right. Hell is drugs in your neighborhood, man. Right. Hell is you hating your brothers and only destroying your own. Meanwhile, the nation that destroys you and put you in that condition, you love them. Right. That is hell, man. Being taught the lie of Christianity, being taught the lie of Islam. These things are hell, man. And these things have only made us weak and only made them want to made us want to hate one another, man. These are viruses, man, plagues within our community, man. But the Lord will visit them. The Lord will visit this land and bring forth plagues, man. You thought COVID-19 was anything, man. There is more to come, man. There is yet to come on this earth. Know that, man. That's it on that. You can drop that. So lock it. Get me Detroit 28-45. For sure. And we're gonna go through another instance of hell, man. We're gonna show you the physical attributes of hell, the hell that we've always suffered in this place, and the hell that we have been living in for the past over 500 years, man. Read that.
Deuteronomy 28:45. Moreover, all these curses, these curses shall come upon thee, and shall pursue thee, and overtake thee, till thou be destroyed. Because thou hearkenest not unto the voice of the Lord thy God.
Understand this, black man, that these curses, man, these curses that we suffer, we're going to read about, that happen to the true Israelites according to the Bible, these are the conditions of hell, man. This is the hell that we suffer. Read.
Because thou hearkenest not unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to keep his commandments and his statutes, which he command thee, and they shall be upon thee for a sign and a wonder.
These curses will be upon the children of Israel, man, for a sign, man. Whenever you see people going through these things, specific things in the Bible, these are the signs. This is the sign of who they are, and the sign of the curses that will befell before them in the last days, man. And this is what befell. This is what befalls blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, man. Read.
And upon thy seed forever, because thou servest not the Lord thy God with joyfulness and with gladness of heart, for the abundance of all things. Therefore, thou shalt serve thine enemies.
When you serve your enemies, black man, you're in hell, man. You understand? You are in hell. You're not living it up over here. Because why? Even if one man gets a bit of money, his people are still suffering, man. And Moses understood that. Moses, or Marsha in the Hebrew, he understood that his wealth and glory means nothing without his people, man. Read.
Which the Lord shall send against thee in hunger.
So these nations of people will come against us in hunger, man. Whenever we need food, you understand? Whenever you need to buy some food for your house to feed your children, man, you have to go to them, man.
That's right.
You understand? We have to go to another nation of people to feed ourselves, man. Read on.
And in thirst.
Whenever we need water, man. You understand? Whenever we need something to drink, whose shops do we go in to buy, man? Who produces these things, man? You understand? Who cuts us your water if you don't pay your water bill, man? Another nation of people. Read.
That's right. And in nakedness.
Whenever you want to get clothing, man, where do you get your clothes from, man? Where you buy your clothes from, or even the material, man? From another nation of people. Read.
And in want of all things.
Whenever you want to have a baby, get a job, something to live, we have to go to our oppressors, man. You understand? Read.
And he shall put a yoke of iron.
So these, the same people, the same nation of people that we have to get everything from, the same man, the same people, did what to us?
Put a yoke of iron upon thy neck, until he have destroyed thee.
We have been destroyed, black man, Hispanics and Native Americans, man. We have been destroyed. And we go in want of all things to another nation of people, man. The same nation of people who put us on slave ships, man. The same nation of people who slaughtered our foremothers and forefathers, man. The same nation of people, you understand, who everyone thinks is so great, but yet they oppress us, man. You understand? These nations of people that we look to and we have to serve, we have to get our things from them. You understand? They put a yoke of iron upon our necks, man, and they have destroyed us. You know how they destroyed us? Because now the true Israelites don't know who they are. The true Israelites think that they are just another drug dealer on the corner, man, who think that there's another Hispanic on the corner, but they don't know that, listen, man, we have been destroyed. Our history has been stripped from us, man, and now we worship a white image that is not in the Bible. Now we worship a damn stone in the middle of a desert. Because why? We have been destroyed, man. This nation of people put us in yokes of iron, and now they have destroyed us mentally, man. We do not know who we are. And only one nation of people fits those prophecies, man. Right. Read on.
The Lord shall bring a nation against thee from far, from the end of the earth, as swift as the eagle flyeth.
The symbol of this nation had the eagle, man. Ancient Greece had the eagle. Ancient Rome had the eagle. America today has the eagle. You understand? Well, give me another one. What's it? Ancient Italy, right? Yeah? America, yeah. You understand? There's a nation of people that have this symbol as the eagle. You understand? And this nation of people, the same nation of people that put us in chains, man. These are your so-called Caucasians today, man. The Edomites. You understand? Read on.
A nation whose tongue thou shalt not understand. A nation of fierce countenance.
We didn't understand their tongue. You understand? We did not understand the language that they spoke. They spoke English. That's why our brothers in the Caribbean speak English now. They spoke Spanish, and now some of our brothers speak Spanish now. They spoke French and Portuguese, and that's why some of our brothers speak French and Portuguese now. This nation of people came with their different tongues that we did not know. Read.
Which shall not regard the person of the old, nor show favor to the young.
They don't give a damn about old, because why? They deployed the Windrush generation. A generation of people who came here and built this land up, man, for nothing. And prior to that, their forefathers and foremothers built the whole economy of the empire for nothing. And even now, they do not spare our young neither. Because why? Our young are being taught to be weak, man, and to hate one another, and to be filled with drugs and foolishness, man. That is what we have been pushed upon us. We are the children of Israel, man. You understand? Read on. Suck it. That's it. Okay, go ahead, man.
And he shall eat the fruit of thy cattle and the fruit of thy land.
What happened, man? What happened in 1492, man? What happened when you went over there and slaughtered our brothers, man? The Tainos, man? What happened with the buffalo, man? They were gone. You understand? Because this devil could not win on the forefront of battle, even with more developed weaponry. He couldn't win, so he had to slaughter us by killing our cattle, killing the buffalo, man, and stealing everything in his path. These people are the people that have oppressed us, man, and we are in hell under them, black man. That is the hell that the Bible speaks of. Hell is not no place this fire burning continually. That's not hell, man. Hell is the condition that we have been suffering, man. Give me 64, Bob Kishar.
And the Lord shall scatter thee among all people.
When we were scattered on slave ships, man, that is hell. That's a part of the curses of Deuteronomy. That is a biblical prophecy, man. Tell me one time in history where those so-called Jews in Israel today, when did they go on slavery on slave ships? When they scattered to the four corners of the earth in bondage? I'll tell you, it didn't ever happen, man. You understand? Read.
From one end of the earth even unto the other. And there thou shalt serve other gods.
Shall serve what?
Other gods, which neither thou or thy fathers have known.
Our forefathers didn't know these gods, man. We didn't know these gods before we was enslaved and captured. Read. We'll find out what those gods are. Read.
And there's like even wood and stone.
Even wood and stone, man. We're talking about your Christianity, man. Your Christian cross, that's the wood, man. And that stone, that retarded stone you find in the desert of Mecca, man. That Islam, that cobblestone, these are the religions that our people mainly worship today, man. Because of why? Because as we were scattered to the four corners of the earth, the two major false idols, the two major religions on this earth, we were forced to bow unto, man. And that is the prophecy being fulfilled, man. Blessed Hispanics only know these gods, but our foreparents did not know these gods, man. We are the children of Israel, man. Whenever these so-called Ashkenazi Jews or whatever you want to call them, either way they're Jewish. They're not the Israelites of the Bible. You understand? These people did not go through these things, man. But I can tell you who did go through these things. I can show you the people in the ghettos suffering of drug overdose and gang violence and abortion, man, and police brutality, man. I know everything else that we have endured in this place. I can tell you and show you that these are the children of Israel. These are the ones with that sign upon them, upon their bloodline, upon their seed forever, man. Those are the children of Israel. And they are in hell, man. We are in hell. Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans are the Israelites, man. Whether you like it or not, whether you accept it or not. Biblical prophecy, history, and archaeology, you cannot debunk it. You understand? Wait. Go ahead, read that.
And among these nations, thou shalt find no ease.
We have not found ease, man. Even in 2021, we haven't found ease. We haven't found retribution. We haven't found justice. We've only found oppression. Over 500 years of oppression. Even today in this modern age, that everything has to be new and all changed and you know what I mean? That's not how it is. Everything is still here, man. You understand? We're still being oppressed and we are still at the bottom. And meanwhile, they'll give aid and help to a nation of people that fought against them, man. A nation of people which literally took up arms against them. But you want to give them aid. But the people who built this land, the children, the sons and daughters of those who built the wealth for the UK and made Britain so great, we don't see such aid, man. We don't get that type of compassion, man. Even though we have only loyally as slaves served in this kingdom, man. But that time of fairy tale lies is over, man. But the time of judgment and justice is to come, man. Read that.
Neither shall the sole of thy foot have rest.
Even today, man, blacks and Hispanics still have to work their butt off, man. Even in the midst of having their forefathers build this land for free, we now in this new age of kingdom, we now have to work even harder and for little pay, just like before. We still have to slave and work these 12-hour shifts. You understand? We still have to go through all of this. People are appropriating our culture. You understand? And we have to get minimum wage in the midst of even this modern age, man. You know why? Because we are in hell, man. It's a black man, a Hispanic man, Native American didn't know. Listen, man, you living up, smoking weed and destroying your people and destroying yourself. But listen, you are in hell, man. And you have been in hell. This is not no mystical land. You know what I mean? This is the reality of the Bible, man. The Bible ain't no fairy tale book, man, as they will so push and perceive. Read on.
But the Lord shall give thee there a trembling heart and failing of eyes.
Give me 68.
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again.
So if you read in the Bible, you understand? Whenever, if you know the Bible, whenever did the Israelites, when they left Egypt, when did they ever go back as a people, as a nation of people? I'll tell you, they didn't. They didn't go back. But this is not talking about the physical land of Egypt. This is talking about what is synonymous with the word Egypt, which means bondage, you understand? This is bondage or slavery. So it said the Lord shall bring the nation of Israel into Egypt again with what?
With ships. With ships.
What nation of people endured slavery, bondage, captivity on cargo slave ships, man? That is the Israelites that went through that. That's not no mystical tale. That's history, man. This Bible is about prophecy and fact. It ain't about no mysticalism and lies, man, as we are so taught in the church, man. Do you know what Caesar Borgia is, or white Jesus is? It's a fairy tale, man. You know what Christmas is? It's a pagan fairy tale. But this Bible does not produce those things, man. But we have been lied to, man. Our records have been taken by people that doesn't belong to. And they have taught us our records in their own mystical and messed up and unclean and defiled way that is not in this Bible, man. You read in the Bible that the Jews are black, man. And that the blacks in the transatlantic slave trade are not African, man. If you know anything about history, you will know that those African tribes sold the black style over here, man. They sold the brothers to the Caribbean and to the Americas, man, and to Brazil. Who do you think dragged us over to those slave castles, man? And they made a deal with Caucasians and Arabs and sold us. That is history, and that's history that is prophesied in this Bible, man. History prophesied in this Bible of how we were taken by a nation of people that made confederations and gatherings and agreements with other nations of people. That happened to the Israelites. And if you look today outside the Bible, there's only one nation of people who have enjoyed what we read about in this Bible, man. Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, man. Any more on that? Read a little bit more. Read it.
By the way whereof I spake unto thee, thou shalt see it no more again.
The same way that Moses gave the prophecy unto us, you understand? We were taken on slave ships if we didn't hearken unto the Most High, you understand? And we would go through the same thing and we would never see our homeland again. We as a body of people, the true Israelites, have never seen our homeland again, man. Because why? Imposters, man. Heathens, man. Those who financed our slavery, you understand? Who funded our slave trade and our suffering. They have taken up our land and our heritage, man.
That's right.
And haven't blacks and Hispanics known that? Haven't blacks and Hispanics known cultural appropriation for far too damn long, man? Right. Everything we do on this earth, everyone takes from it and takes it for themselves. Everything that we do, you understand? And this is no different from what we see today, man. You understand? Salakio, let me get one more precept. Give me Leviticus 26:17. We have to remember that, listen, man, this Bible is about prophecy. This Bible is not about mystical, fairy tale nonsense. This is about a people that have endured, man. Read that.
Leviticus 26, verse 17. And I will set my face against you, and you shall be slain before your enemies.
You shall be what?
Slain before your enemies.
Mark Duggan.
Slain before your enemies.
Sean Charles.
Slain before your enemies.
Eric Garner.
Slain before your enemies.
George Floyd.
Slain before your enemies.
You understand? Blacks and Hispanics have only been slain before our enemies, man. And found no justice in this place. Because why? We fulfill prophecy in this Bible. We are the true Israelites, man. And give me Proverbs 16, Bob Kishar. Because what we find in this hell that we're in, and we understand that hell is not just some mystical place under the earth where there's fire. No. Hell is the condition of oppression and slavery and death. You understand? Hell is dying by the hands of the police. Hell is dying in gang violence, man. Hell is dying over drug overdose. Hell is dying by abortion, man. This is what we suffer in our communities because why? We are in hell. And another thing that we learned in this hell, read that. And verse, let me get the verse.
Proverbs 16, verse 27. An ungodly man diggeth up evil.
So an ungodly man diggeth up evil, man. He digs it up out of the ground. We're going to find out what evil we learned in this hell. Read.
And in his lips there is a burning fire.
There is a what?
Burning fire.
Understand that, man. When you dig up this evil that it's referring to, you dig up what comes from the earth? Plants, man. And one of the many plants that comes from the earth, like weed, cocaine, these things have plagued our communities, man. And the Bible says that an ungodly man diggeth up evil. Where do we learn this evil from, man? You know what I'm saying? We learned this thing. Where did the blacks of the Caribbean learn this from? East Indians, man. You know how? Because when they came over to the Jamaica, they were worshipping their god called Shiva. And they smoked weed to honor that god. and they brought the ganja over. Ganja is an East Indian word, you understand? And understand this, that it's not native to the Caribbean. We did not construct these things that plague us in our communities, man. Where do you think Rastafarianism came from? It came from the East Indians, man. It came from Hinduism. But we have been so lost and simplified in this place, we can't acknowledge the basic facts, man. You are serving these gods in Hinduism, man, when you become a Rasta. You want to grow your locks to worship Shiva. You want to smoke weed. That's where that came from, man. We learned these religions from our oppressors, man. People that rule over us in our own lands. And these things are wicked, man. Read that again.
An ungodly man diggeth up evil, and in his lips there is a burning fire.
You understand? That's just talking about the weed, man. When you roll up that blunt and get high, black man, what has smoking weed done for us, man? When we want to follow the nations that are round about us, we have only learned to destroy ourselves, man. When we take from them, we suffer, man. But what we should do is come back to our heritage, man. We should come back to the heritage that we have forsaken and that was taken from us, man. Coming back to who we are as the people of the Most High, man. So lucky, one more priest. Give me Ezekiel 8 and verse 17. Another thing we find with those drugs, man, another thing we find in our communities as well, is the crime that comes of it, man. Is the death that comes of it, man. And who do we want to envy when we do this? Who do we want to be like? Al Capone? Al Pacino when he's in Scarface? Listen, man, that ain't your heritage, black man. That ain't your heritage, Hispanic and Native American, man. We learned this heritage, man. Prior to them coming over and destroying us, we didn't do these things, man. We never had these customs and ways. Read that.
Ezekiel 8, verse 17. Then he said unto me, hast thou seen this, O son of man? Is it a light thing to the house of Judah that they commit the abominations which they commit here?
You understand? These abominations that we learned in this place, it's asking the question, is it a light thing? Because why? We have forgotten who we are, man. We have to remember who we are. Because why during this place and during our oppression, we have forsaken and been ill and misinformed, man. We've been taught lies. And now we have to remember the crimes that have been committed against us and the end result, man. The hell that we have committed. Read on.
For they have filled the land with violence.
What?
Violence.
That's what comes when we start to want to follow other nations and take these drugs, man. And take these drugs and sell it to our brothers, man. It brings violence, man. It brings violence in our communities, man. Violence against our own brothers. Read.
And have returned to provoke me to anger.
You understand? That's why when we follow the other nations, we are provoked to anger, man. So it's like the both sides provoked to anger. When we want to follow their customs and ways and defile ourselves and harm our own people, we have caused the Most High to anger, man. You understand? And we should turn from that, black man. We should turn from this hell that we're in and what we learned in this hell. Give me Isaiah 60 and verse 11. We should turn from this hell and take back what is ours, man. Because when we turn from this wickedness and we turn from these customs that we learn from these other nations, we will find our heaven, man. And I tell you what, heaven, you ain't got to die to get there. Heaven is on the earth, man. Our oppressor is in his heaven, man. He's only known heaven. His sons and daughters don't know hardship, man. His sons and daughters don't know drug overdose and hell and suffering. They don't know that. Read that.
Isaiah 60, verse 11. Therefore, thy gates shall be opened continually. They shall not be shut day nor night, that men may bring unto thee the forces of the Gentiles.
Our gates in heaven will not be closed, you understand? You know why? Because the nations, the Gentiles that are around about us will bring forth the forces, man. Meaning what? Their tribute, their gold, their wealth, all that their lands can build and grow, that's what they'll bring towards us, man. You understand? But meanwhile, you're here now, man, where they appropriate our culture and our style, man. That's what they do. Read on.
That men may bring unto thee the forces of the Gentiles, and that their kings may be brought. For the nation and kingdom that will not serve thee shall perish.
You understand? The kingdom of heaven, man. The nations that will not serve the kingdom of Yasha Allah, man, under our King Yahushua, they will be forced to perish, man. Those that want to envy our culture and steal our ways, listen, man, the force of the Gentiles will be brought forth, man. And those that will not serve will be forced to perish. Read.
Yeah, those nations shall be utterly wasted. The glory of Lebanon shall come unto thee, the fir tree, the pine tree, and the box together.
Everything, the best of every land will come unto Israel, man.
Nobody tell you crack. You know why? Because I never saw you before. But you a black man like me. And it's worth something.
My whole life was trying to find something to follow. Had loyalty, every man tried to borrow. Felt pain and a lot of sorrow. Got betrayed, so packed, I didn't even have my heart broke. Living confused, about to lose hope. Cops got me on the side of the road like a sideshow. Need an antidote before I croak. Now I'm setting fire to rhythm man blues, call this guitar smoke. Rebel with no cause, trying to find direction. The world got me vexed. Picked up a bad liquor habit that's hereditary from oppression. Felt like my life was on fire, trying to find an exit. Now look, 10 G's plus a good wreck. Sometimes a follower is a soldier, trying to find a good shepherd. Plus when you in hell, how do you excel? With them the breath of life, I don't believe in fairy tale. Listen well to what I tell. No calling can cause pain. Something that a rebel knows very well. Can't you tell I was